Hello again. I am back one more time. I am ready to start on this cover. I am ready. I have been taking all this time to, one, sweep the snow, put the salt out, all these kinds of things that I had to do because it's snowing. It's been snowing since yesterday on and off in Maryland. And so I was tending to that and pulling papers. That's what I was doing. Getting some papers and deciding how can I use that bag, that double brown paper bag, or am I going to just use packaging? So this is, of course, that will fall. This is the one Amazon package that I had, and it's very thin. It's just like a bag, right? But then I went and got another one, and I was peeling the label off. This one is a padded bag, so it's more puffy. So I want to use that, and I want to make a cover for my journal, for my gratitude journal. I don't know how this is going to go because I've never done one. But what I do know is I pulled all these papers. I have these papers. These are tea-dye papers. And this is from the sugar bag. That's right. I have that. I have notebook papers. I have this. This came with somebody else's name on it right here. It was on my steps a couple weeks ago, and I don't know who the person was. I don't even know. But anyway, I have some colored papers and music papers and writing paper for kids and papers that I drew lines on with glitter gel pens. And I have this page, whatever that's supposed to be, something somebody want to do some work on your house. And I have other kind of line paper, legal size paper, right? And then this more tea-dye paper. This is a writing tablet or drawing tablet for children. It's about 5 sheets. This is some paper that I made that I painted and crumbled up. I have that. And I have that coloring sheet, another one like that, some ledger paper, and then I even took the back piece out of the ledger book because I was like, yep, that's a good piece of writing paper. And then I have a book that has all the months in it, and then on the back side, looks like that for every month. So I just took the whole month since my birthday is in October, and this is my first book. And what else do we have? Something, I guess this came out of a Mediterranean voyage, is what it says. So a travel brochure or something, some more paper I painted. This I painted when I was painting papers, but I just put some glitter glue on here not too long ago and let it dry. And this is something I did a short on my channel on a Sunday with this pretty watercolor paper, watercolor paint, glitter water paint. Okay, that's what it is. Very pretty paper because I love that paint. And this is something when I'm writing and doing borders on papers, I always outline on a piece of paper. So I saved all of those through the season. I got a few of those. And this is when I was painting over the Christmas holiday, and it's still got a sticker on it from one of the Santas. And it's okay. We're going to put that in our journal. And this is something from when I was teaching. And I said, listen, you might need to take that to school. But I got about 5 more of them. And this is something from the yellow pages from days gone by, right? And this is something from the white pages, right? I got some white pages and I got a yellow pages. Yep, that's what I got. And this is a page that I made for Children's Church some years ago. I'm going to put that in there. And then I have just the whole section out of a children's atlas book for New Nation and the peoples of North America and political North America. And so that's that whole map. So I took that whole section out of that children's atlas book because when I saw the one that says South America, it was up the top, obviously, and it was so pretty and doesn't look as good as this one does. I mean, this one doesn't look as good as the other one, but you know, this is where we are right here. So we're getting this, and we're going to use this. And then I have some pages from, oh, it's stuck. Oh boy, please. Oh boy. So I stuck this to that glitter page that I said I added the glitter glue to so that I could absorb some of the wet. And you see what's happening. It's stuck. I hope it doesn't tear this page. Please, please, please. But it is tearing. Okay, we got it. All right, so this came out of one of my books for, you know, what you call it, scrapbook paper or whatever like that. I don't really know what you call it. Guess a scrapbook paper, right? Because I'm only used to the cardstock kind. So I need to fix these little snags. I mean, even though it's good that it's, you know, rough like that, I just want to stick them down. I don't want to be sticking up like this. Okay? So we just rub a little bit of glue on there and just let it, you know, be all right like that. Okay? And then this one is a cardstock one. And I was like, maybe I'll use this. I don't know, because it's cardstock. But I thought it was pretty for my own personal journal. And this is regular paper again. And so is this one. And I was thinking maybe I'm going to use these on my cover of my envelope. And this came out of the book called Raspberry, I think, is it called Raspberry Road? Something like that. Some kind of book I found in a thrift store. And I looked it up online to see if I can subscribe to them so I can remember to try and order a book like this. But Pam at the Paper Outpost, she made this. She made a page like this with stenciling and spraying, what is that? Distress ink. I forgot. Tom somebody or whatever. She got the distress ink in the spray and she sprayed it after she stenciled, and she made pretty paper just like this on book pages. So I was reminded of that, and this is like ledger on the back. So I got that one, pulled that out of my little stash, and this is another cardstock that I said I might can make, you know, an envelope or two out of. And then this one came in this pack. And you see it's got that Hello Sunshine right there. And it's right there too. And so I just didn't know what I'm going to do with any of this. Because like I can just make belly bands out of this. And these can be little cards. And I don't know if I'm going to use it at all. Because this is supposed to be my gratitude journal. And as I'm looking, I'm thinking, I want it to be so pretty, you know. I want it to be pretty because it's mine. And it's my first one. And I just want it to be pretty. So this, I think, is dry. I want it to stick to something else again. And this is black and white. And I wasn't really like wanting to put black and dark colors in mine. Because I just, you know, don't like dark colors in mine. But I said maybe I'll just use this anyway. And use a gel pen and color in it on a day that I want to journal. So that's why I got that one. But then I have a whole magazine. Let me get that over here. That I've been holding on to pages. Hold on. Oh. Here it comes. I don't want to spill it. I've been holding on to all of these pages ever since I've been making all kinds of things, like all of these paper beads and all kinds of things I've been making since before Thanksgiving. I started pulling pages from magazine, and some of the stuff I was pulling, I was like, I want that in my journal. I want that in my journal. I want that in my journal. So these are some of the things that I've been collecting. Look at that. I was going to put this in somebody else's journal, and I said, I want that in my journal. So these are some of the things. How cute is he? That's a very nice picture. And, I've been making some stuff. I see people with these nice birds and butterflies and things like that. And I said, oh, I don't have none of that kind of ephemera. I don't have none of that. So I have to make my stuff. This is stuff I've been cutting out of, cardstock and this other kind of paper and tearing it up and saying I'm going to use it in my own journal. So, yeah, this came off of the paper pack that I bought. And I was like, yeah, I can use that. And I made this and I colored it. And I made a couple of them. And I said, I'm going to keep it. I made this. I drew it on a piece of paper and I went over it with a black marker, and then I colored it. And I was like, this is just as good as whatever they use. And sometimes they put it on a page like this. Like you might see this, and it might be on there like this. And you only see this wing. And then when you get to, another page somewhere down the line, you'll see the other side. So, yeah, this is the kind of stuff I've been doing over time, trying to make sure that I have some stuff when I'm ready. And this is like, some type of old ledger that somebody was, keeping balance and checks and balances and things like that. So I just been holding on to some things that I wanted. All right, let's see what else I have. Now I'm supposed to be working on my cover, right? But I'm just showing you some of the stuff. I painted this, trying to learn how to paint a flower. And you see I messed it up right there. So I said, don't throw it away. Just save it. You can put it in your journal when you get ready to make it. So I have a few things. I saw how they, tear this apart and do stuff with this inside of a cardboard. And I said, let me make sure I save that for myself. All of this is my stuff that I've been working on. Bus schedules and stickers and all kinds of different things. I just wanted to show you some of it and let you see. I'm going to take this and put that over there because I don't have, this is nice, between the lines. Okay, we might add both of them. We're not sure. This is nice. I might put this in here. I just told myself you need to get a recipe, but I ain't get one. I said you can't put everything in there. You just cannot. But I said I was going to make it a big gator mouth. Didn't I say that? I did. So this is, so you can have like CD. I can think of all these things. And I was making something for a short one time. And what I was writing, I had one space too many. And I was so mad I had to do it all over. That means I had to tape all of the spaces again. Then listen, so I said, okay, we'll put this in our journal. Okay. All right, this is from my church. I have all kinds of bulletins. I'll be saving the bulletins. Yeah, see, I didn't get none of this stuff. I didn't get none of this, but I'm going to keep some of it over here because I'll make another journal for myself someday. I'm not sure what day it'll be, but I will. So I'm just, hi Pootie. I'm just getting some of them out that I want to, keep. I was making was a magazine sheet, and I was making for these postcards, and I, kind of made it up. All these names and addresses and people, all this is made up. So this is like, I'll put that in there. Just some nice little things. And I made this. This was a magazine page, and it just had that. And I colored, I mean, not colored, I fussy cut some flowers out of something else and put it on here so this could be like a page, okay? That's what I did with that because I was like, this needs something else. I think it's words under here. It is some kind of words under there. I ain't covered all the way, but yeah, I said that's okay. We'll just go ahead and make it something. And this is me trying to make a flower out of tissue paper. I didn't know what I was doing. I told y'all, I know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to learn how to do some of the things that I want to do and add to my journal so I can make beautiful journals like other people. And this is so pretty. And this is gorgeous. You know? Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. I said I'm going to put that in my journal. But I got to save some stuff because I plan on doing another journal someday. I have all of these things, and I might not be able to put the stuff, all the stuff in this journal that I'm getting ready to create. See, this is my idea. This looks like a little skirt for a doll or something. And I call myself trying to make a paper ruffle because I don't have no sewing machine. I said, well, what if I just, crumple it up and just glue it in this area? Can I use it? But this is how it came out. So it's not the same as when they sew them. But I don't have a sewing machine, so we'll see. We'll see. That's what that was supposed to be. And this is something me trying to make an envelope. And I ain't really know what I was doing, but it came out okay a little bit, I guess. It's a little envelope. It's a little tuck spot, I guess. It might work somewhere. I like this. I follow David Jeremiah, Turning Point Ministries. I follow that. It's 17 minutes already. I'm telling you, time really flies when you're having fun. So I have all of these because these were going to be postcards and different things. Look at him. Lovely. That I wanted to use, okay? In my journal. Look at this. There's some stuff that I tore out. I'm going to add that to my journal too. So I have all of this stuff. Okay, I'm going to stop going through all of this right now. I'm finished. Okay, I had to just show you some of the stuff that I was, saving and looking at. And I'll keep collecting as I go and see how things turn out for me as I go. Because I'm sure I'll find a million more things that I want to add to my journal. And this is where I got that map page stuff from. It came out of here. And see, I was saving these too. I was saving these because these came off the jacket. So this is this is all mine for me, little thingy here. So I've been having that off to the side for a while. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why I have two envelopes, because I don't want, let me try and, let me see, do I want to make this closer? I don't. I think it's all right. So anyway, I don't want to cut my paper. I don't want to cut my paper. The only thing I'm probably going to have to cut are these. And that's because they're so tall. They're about as long as this envelope, right? In length, almost. Okay? But the book is obviously going to be like that. And so when I look at it, listen, I might not have to cut it. So I said what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to fold them in half. And I'm going to use that like that. But I want my book to be all full page. And when I say full page, I mean just like this. This is how I want it. Now, clearly, just because it was when I bought this at the thrift store, it had a sticker right here for how much it costs. And it's still sticky. But anyway, this is legal size paper. And this is regular copy paper. And so I want mine to be like this in my book. Just like this. That's how I want it to be. I don't want to cut it and fold it and then it be like this. I don't want that. So I said somebody gonna think that I am crazy, but I don't care. This is what I want. So I'm going to be cutting this bag open, which I should use my razor. Oh, I can do it like this. Good. That's what I want to do. I'm splitting this bag because this bag is thin and the other bag is padded. And so, because the other one is padded, I want to put these two together so that it's padded on both sides, if that makes sense. I don't really know. I might not even use this because, again, I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't. So, basically, this is how I want my book to be, like this. And then whatever I need to cut will come off like that. So, now, because this is basically paper bag, brown paper bag, that's all this is, I just want to cut straight across the seam and cut the other side of the bag or the other bag the same way is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Because I'm very, very nervous about all of it. But I started taking, move that. I started taking this little flap off where it says peel to open, and I was like, I don't want to do that because I want all of this. So this is the nice side, and this is the rough looking side. So that's going to be on the inside, okay? So let's see if we can open this bag the same way we opened the other one without cutting it. Let's see. And it's like I might not have to do anything to it. I don't know yet. But it's certainly coming open real easily, and I'm really happy about it. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to like push it out a little bit so that it don't like rip it and make it real thin like I did on here, because I was like, is it a hole in there? But it's not. It's just the outer layer of the bag. So it's just some puffy dots inside of here. So now that I see this, because I still want my thing to sound like this. It's like ASMR, right? And it's like, why you wanted to, but that's what I want. So now that I see this, I was like, oh, you can just make this like this. And it's just, I don't even know why. I watched somebody use this, and it's like, I don't know. So now I have this, and I can reinforce it like this across the part where I want to put the spine, like the, where I'm going to, you know what I'm talking about, put a spine in it, because I have to have a spine. I have to have a spine. So maybe I can do that like that. Or maybe I'm going to just glue it all down. So that's what I was thinking about with this. Okay? Like, maybe I have to glue the whole thing down. So let's just do it. And whatever we'll need, we'll cut off on the edges. And this is just some school glue. And we're just going to put all this down on here. We don't have no sewing machine, so we got to glue, and put it together like this. And it should be fine. And then make sure. All right, so ain't no open spots on here, so it should be all right. And I'm gonna just put it right down like this. But I guess I'm gonna pull it up a little bit so it can meet the whole crease of the spine. And put it up a little bit more. All right, now I took the glue all the way to the edge of the bag because I wasn't aware of what I was going to be doing at first. Like I was like, I don't know. Is it long enough or not? I'm just trying to get it going. Okay? I'm just trying to get it going. I'm very new at this. And all right, I'm going to take some of this glue from down here because it don't need to be down there, right? So we're going to get that, and then we're going to come and we're going to glue this side. That's what we're going to do, like this. Because I bought all kinds of stuff now. I have this clear glue. I got the regular white tacky glue. I have a gallon of this glue, and I have 4 rolls of double-sided tape. So I bought all of this stuff months and months ago. Because, I was starting to watch these videos, and I was like, okay, one day I'm going to start working on this, and I'm not sure what day that's going to be, but I'm going to buy this stuff while I have some money to buy it. And I was so glad that I was not interested in learning how to do this when I was working. Because I would have been in trouble. I wouldn't have had no discipline, and I would have been trying to buy everything that I saw. And it wouldn't have been pretty. So now that I have acquired a lot of things already, and I know where to look for it. See, God is good like that, because now I know where to look for things like on Facebook Marketplace and in thrift stores and, all that kind of stuff. But I would have been trying to buy this stuff and spending money, and it wouldn't have been pretty. But I had an opportunity to learn about it and to buy a little bit at a time, even though I was buying it all the time. Every time I turned around, I was ordering something. But it was my happy space and my happy place. I couldn't get to it right away because I just didn't have the time and I didn't know what to do. But I knew that it was what I wanted to do. And I think for certain that this has walked me into a particular niche that I wasn't even looking for a niche, and I was dead set on being in a niche because, I don't want to just do one thing. I don't feel like, I should just be tied down to one thing. It's different if you are in finance or you're an artist of some sort. You've been to school for art and, you're really good at it, or you just have the gift of doing a particular thing really well. Then that can be your niche if that's where you are with things and that's what you want to do. But in this day of online creation and all that kind of stuff, these bracelets never stay around. Meanwhile, people be, doing the most. Everybody got something, and people be on there talking about how people stealing their content and, just changing a couple things, saying it different or whatever, but they basically doing the same exact thing and they got it off the. It's like, who got time for that? Nobody has time for that, but, in this greedy season that we're in, and everybody want to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to have 5 and 6 and 7 streams of income, and making 7, 8 figures, 9 and 10 figures, and all of that. I don't know. All I'm trying to do is what I'm trying to do, and it ain't all of that. Because listen, the Bible said, to whom much is given, much is required. And so while you're doing all of these things and trying to do them, it's just a whole lot for you to be doing. And I don't have time for it. So I'm going to cut this edge off because there's clearly a whole lot left right here. And I'm going to use this piece to, again, reinforce the middle where they meet. We know it's all got bubble wrap all between it. And I'm just going to put this here so that there is enough strength to the spine, so when I sew in my signatures, it can hold it. That's what I'm doing with this, because I want it to stay paper. And I know that, it's paper, and in time, they say in time it can pull away, and you really need to use some book pages and all of that. But I don't anticipate being super rough with it, and nobody else is going to be handling it but me. It's going to be probably on my bed most of the time. And so, besides my cats, I don't have any worries about it being destroyed or coming apart. It's going to be huge, right? It's going to be huge because that's what I want. I want to write on a full page like it's a notebook, like a 5-subject notebook, a spiral notebook, 5 subject. That's what I'm kind of going for, that type of book. But only it's going to be padded. See, this stuff in here is like a white foamy stuff. But I keep closing it because I don't want it to turn over and then it be dripping out or something. But this glue, I use it all the time to make gift bags on brown paper bag, and it sticks very well and it sticks fast. So they said all white glue is PVA. I don't see it saying PVA on these ingredients or whatever, but that's what they said on Google. All white glue is PVA. So I don't know, but I know it sticks very well, and that's probably it. So this is getting ready to be the end of this video. I wanted to do more, but I have to let this dry completely. So I thought that what I would do is sit here and figure out what I'm going to do with the bag. And I did that. Only thing was, I still was kind of, do I cut this open or do I just fold it over? And then I thought about split both of them and put them together. But then when I actually started doing it, was like, you'll need to put it together. Just use this to line the inside of the one that you don't really need to show, and just use this as the outside, because I'm okay with it being brown. But I'm not going to leave it brown. I'm not going to leave it brown. I'm going to reinforce it. See, this is the only thing about paper bags. You got to go back and you got to go all into all the creases all the time, because it's layers of bag when they make a paper bag. And it could be 2 or 3 layers. And once it's cut, that thing start coming apart like this. I'm very experienced with paper bag. That's why I'm saying that I think I want to use this as mine. And on the outside, so this is the inside. On the outside, I might put some fabric on the outside of this part. So there's a lot of gluing that has to happen here. Because see, this I didn't even do anything to. But this is just how these bags are made like this. That's how the factory puts them together. So you just got to go in there and help it out and everything. Make sure it's just down everywhere. All the sides and stuff be opening up like this. See this? All this is, coming up and everything. I stuck these together, but it's not all the way down to the edge because I don't want all of that glue all over my table. And I took all of my, what you call those, my master boards. I made 2 of them, and I bought one of those not a scoring board, but a mat, a craft mat. I took all of those things up off of my desk because I didn't want no glue on it. So, off my table here. So now, we got all of that. And I guess when I come back, I will have something more going on. Because I know can't nobody believe that I'm making it this big. But that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it out and let it get nice and dry, nice and flat. And then I'm going to situate my papers and see how I want them to be in without cutting them. And then we'll be ready to start putting them in, sewing in some signatures. I'm not sure how many I'm going to have. It might only be 2 signatures, maybe just 2, because I have a lot of pages and I want to put them in there. So it's probably going to be a big book. It's probably big like this. But I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. So that's it. I haven't done anything. It's like you didn't even do anything. But you saw all of this stuff that I want to put in this book. And I'm going to try to make 2 signatures out of it. Hopefully they will use something that is nice for my thumbnail, because I don't know what they're going to use. That butterfly would have been beautiful if they captured that, but we don't know what they're going to capture, So I always come back and try and pull something out and see if they can, think about it and say, oh, let us use that. Like, I don't really know, but I don't want to just end it and it's just nothing really to look at. So thanks for watching, and I will be back. Thanks.